Welcome to Coffee and Pilates. Let's get started. Rolling down onto your back. Settling in. Give yourself a breath to arrive. Let your body get heavy on the mat. And then let's begin with sitting bones tipping up toward the ceiling and then down toward the floor. Great. Feeling your pelvis rocking back and forward. Linking up with your breathing. Let's exhale as the sitting bones go up. And then inhale as the sitting bones tip down. Again, exhale. Feel the lower back lengthening toward the floor. And then as you inhale, feel how your low back arches a bit away from the floor. A few more times. Great. Allowing for that nice ripple motion through the spine. So there's actually a little nodding in your head, very subtle, as you tilt the pelvis. Great. We're going to find level now. Sinking your hips really heavy into the floor. Float the right leg up to tabletop. And keeping the pelvis really steady, place the foot back down. Same thing, other leg. Floating the leg up. And float back down. All right, so let's continue alternating. I'm going to inhale the leg up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good, keeping pelvis really steady. Draw the abdominals in. Good, and one more, this leg here. And down, great. Now keep going like that if you want, but if you want a bit more of a challenge, one leg comes up, draw the low belly in, float the other leg up as well. And pretty much right away you'll feel the difference. A little bit more demand from your core. Gently pressing the shoulders back, mine like to pop up. So gently pressing shoulders back. Here we go with flexed feet for fun. Tap one heel down. I'm going to exhale. Inhale it up. And then exhale the other leg down. Inhale it up. I'm going to do a few more rounds. And up. And I'm doing my best to keep the spine really still. And if that's too much for you, again, moving from the mat is fine. Awesome. I can feel like a little shaking going on. My muscles supporting me. Great. And one leg goes down and then the other. We're heading into some bridges now. Feet are about hip distance apart. And again, arms long by your sides. Begin to tip your sitting bones up toward the ceiling and then press into your feet to lift the pelvis up. And if it feels good for you, lengthening into one long straight line, knee, hip, shoulder, all lined up. Rolling down through the center of your spine. And then leveling the pelvis out at the bottom. So let's do that again. I'm going to inhale, sitting bones up. Exhale, lifting off, feeling the back of the body. Draw the abdominals in, feeling front of body. And then articulating down. All the way leveling out the pelvis. So a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, I'm going to stay. Just feel the length. And then exhale to lower down. All right, on this next one, floating your arms up into the air. As you lift your pelvis up, and as you peel up off of the floor, float your arms out nice and wide. And then go ahead and roll down through your spine, float the arms back up. Good, and again, I'm trying to link up the movements and synchronize them, so there's a little bit of coordination involved, challenging the brain and body at the same time. And one more time, I'm going to hold at the top. Peeling up. Great. Keep the arms nice and open, or feel free to bring them back down by your sides. Leading with your sitting bones now, we're going to lower and lift. Halfway. Lower and lift. Feel for your seat. Lower and lift. Low belly. Lower and lift. Pause there. Articulate down through the spine. And right arm by your ear, roll onto your side. Great. Ready for clam. We'll lift the waist a little. Stacking the hips, feet stay together, top knee, open it up and down. Only as high as you're able to keep your hips stacked. Good. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Feel that whole side of your hip. Next one, stay lifted. Add pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knee down. Great. We could keep going with all sorts of things there. Circles, lifts. Let's go to all fours. Short and sweet. Caffeinated. So tall on your arms and your legs. Lift your head and tail up. Let your belly hang down. Inhale. And then exhale. Let your head and tail drop down, rounding your spine toward the ceiling. Inhale, head and tail up. And exhale, head and tail down. One more each way. Inhale. Great, and exhale. Feeling that beautiful movement through your own spine. All right, laying down on your left side now, balancing out our hips. Clam on this side. Laying in one long straight line from head to tail, so no fetal position. You'll lift your top knee up and lower it down. A little bit of lift in the waist again. Top knee up and down. And again, only as high as you're able to keep the hips stacked. Good. Feeling into the outer hip and maybe even into the back pocket of your hip. Inhale and exhale. Next one, you'll stay lifted and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that little lift of low belly. 3, 2, 1. Lowering your knee down. Beautiful. From there, we press up to all fours again, challenging our stability a little bit. Again, tall on arms and legs. You can pad your knees if you'd like to. I'm going to press down firmly into my right hand and my left knee. Hovering left hand, hovering right knee. I'm imagining that I have my precious cup of coffee balancing on my low back. Great, and then land it down. This is harder than it looks. If you're doing this at home right now, I'm sure you feel that. Floating now the right hand and the left knee. And down. So is it any easier or harder on that side? Let's go back to that first side. And we'll hold, lifting the low belly, extra support for the spine. Now let's go to the side, arcing the knee out and the arm out. And then bring it back in without landing, challenging your stability. 2 more times. Great, and use your breath. As things get challenging, we need our breath even more. Land it down, even in life, right? We need our breath. Hovering the 2 limbs, right hand, left knee. Here we go, out to the side. Good. 2 more. Keeping that magical glass or cup of coffee balanced on your low back. I'm going to do 1 more for fun. And down. Whew, great. From here, sitting. Now you can also kneel for this or standing even. Spatially, I'm going to sit. I've got my legs crossed. Hands to the back of your head. Good. I'm nice and sort of stacked over my sitting bones. Shoulders melting down. I'm going to inhale, rotating to one side. Exhale, center. This feels great. Inhale, rotating the other way. And then exhale, center. Great. And let's rotate and as if we could grow taller as we turn. Sense that energy out through the crown of your head. Inhale. exhale, staying really even on the sitting bones. One more time each way. Last side here. Good. And then releasing the arms down. Sit on your right hip now, legs staggered over toward the left. We're going into mermaid. Lower down to your elbow, side stretch over, feeling like you're creating a nice rainbow arc in your spine. Cartwheeling in slow motion, we come up, and can you take that right arm up, really lifting for length, and then take a bit of a side bend, right? Emphasize that length. We go down again. Side stretch, and up. Great. Inhaling here. One more side, one more time. And up. Great. Little break dancing move to get into the other side. Good. So now you're perched on your left hip. Take the left hand down, the left elbow down, and side stretch over. The right arm goes by your ear, keeping some healthy space around your neck, right? So not on your ear. Beautiful side stretch, and then cartwheeling up. Good. Can you reach up, 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 then over? Feel that really great stretch through the sideline of the body. And cartwheeling down again. Make it look elegant, then effortless. And up. We know that that means it's hard work. When you make something appear effortless, it's actually hard work. Last time. Good, and over. And up. Reaching up, 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 and over. Great. Thanks for joining me.